If you're looking to get your first internship in fashion, but you don't know where to start, you don't know what to expect, you don't know what to do in order to get hired by the most and the top companies of the industry, in this video, I'm going to share with you what it's really like to intern in the fashion industry in 2026, how to land the fashion internship if you don't have experience, and everything that you need to do in order to prepare a strong application that works nowadays. Because today is no longer about a CV and is no longer about a cover letter. So I'm breaking down what the role of the intern is today, how the role has changed because it's no longer just about making coffees and running errands, but it's about being ready to contribute from day one. So let's begin. This week, The Devil Wears Prada released the trailer for the sequel. We are all waiting for this movie. And probably, if you're like me, The Devil Wears Prada is the movie that confirmed the kind of that you wanted to really work in the fashion industry. At least that was for me like a sign that I really wanted to get into fashion. The reality of a fashion internship nowadays is very different from, the image of Henry Sachs running coffee or running errands for Miranda and even like doing the homework for her daughters. Nowadays, interns hired at fashion companies, especially the top ones of the industry, are already contributing from day one. Today, interns are not hired to observe and learn, they're hired already to contribute. I remember when I first did my first fashion internship at Alexander McQueen years ago, I never made a copy one day. I already worked directly like anyone else in the team. Of course, they will train you. Of course, they will teach you things. It happens when you join a new company. But you're not just there to learn. You're there already to learn while also implementing the things that you're learning, both simultaneously. So it's like you're learning a new task today and you're doing it at the same time. And tomorrow they're teaching you something else and then you're doing this other thing. So fashion companies nowadays expect interns to be useful quickly. So that's why they have changed the way they hire intern. If before passion and creativity was enough to land a fashion internship, now is no longer enough because they're looking for people who can contribute from day one. So they're looking for people who know a little bit of things already before they even start. So many students tell me it feels like fashion companies are looking for employees, but like just looking for people to pay less. So that's why they hire interns. And I understand why it feels that way because if companies are looking for someone who can do the job, but they're just paid half or even less as an intern, I feel you. I know where you're coming from. But even if you work the same hours as an employee, there is a big difference between like an intern, someone who is just an entry level, and someone who has been doing their job for even just a couple of years or like many years. One who has been working on the same task or the same type of task can work faster, is more independent, and with fewer mistakes. Fashion companies nowadays hire for skills. If you have happened to read some job descriptions of internships, you might have thought that they have long requirements, even just for internships. Like they would prefer that you have already experience or many skills list in the requirements, both hard skills and soft skills. And maybe you're asking, but why are they expecting this from just an intern? And like I said, it is because internships have evolved a lot over the years. We have gone from unpaid interns where just like they were just assisting people with small tasks or just there to observe to like interns taking full responsibilities of tasks or small tasks or things. And that's why companies have moved from hiring just from a CV to hiring based on skills and therefore hiring from assessments and tests. I was tested on Excel during my job interview for my e-commerce internship at Alexander McQueen, and my students get tests as well. If you visit Glassdoor, which is a website that posts job offers, but also posts the opinions of people working at these companies, you can also find useful information about what are the type of job interview questions that you can expect that fashion people post there after they have their experience. And if you look there, you will see that many are doing assessments, tests, and many of these are on Excel, for example. Also, test my second language. I'm Italian mother tongue, and I was tested in English. Like I had to do a part of the interview in English to assess my language. So these are all signs that companies are no longer and are no more hiring just for a degree, which is a good sign to me, because the the hiring is changing from just you getting a degree from a top university. It was like you could kind of pay to get a job or internship, because if you just could afford the top of prestigious university, then you were in. But nowadays they're going towards more like hiring based on the assessment, which is a good thing for you. Because if you've ever felt like, okay, I'm already out because I didn't attend that specific university, I don't have that degree, now it's much more fair because you're hired based on your skills, on your competences, on your attitudes, on your mindset. And the good thing is that you can learn your skills. You can always improve your skills. You can always learn new things and learn more and become the candidate you're looking for. The key shift that I really invite you to understand is that it's not just about focusing on writing a good CV. It's about learning the skills that matter for that specific job or internship, and also being able to communicate and show proof of the skills and this knowledge that is relevant for that specific position. So start reading the job description of the dream companies and internships you want to apply for. Read the skills section. Look what are the skills that are required again and again, and invest in acquiring those skills. Something important here is that you will often see the Microsoft Office package. And a mistake that I see from students and recent graduates is that they just take the Microsoft Office package for granted. Like they suppose that their Office Word and Excel knowledge from school is enough. But fashion takes Excel very seriously. That's why, indeed, many fashion companies test Excel during job interviews. So you should not underestimate Excel. It's not just there because it's a practice of the hiring system, just like a standard. It's not like that. It is because Excel is used by everyone in fashion, and so that's why they prefer hiring people who know the program already. So even though they're going to teach you some things about Excel, like their spreadsheets and what they calculate, their data, you still are one step ahead compared to people who don't know how to use the program or who don't know how to use it properly. And the thing is that fashion is competitive. There are so many people applying for the same internship, that same job. So it's easier for a company to find someone who is a little bit ahead, who has a little bit of more Excel knowledge, or who has done a project that is related to that job and can prove skills. And I want that person to be you. So that's why I'm doing this video. That's why I have the academy, to help you be the candidate that is going to be ahead of the others, so you can be the one who can get the job, regardless of what you studied or the experience you have, or even if you don't have connections. Here's what I want you to do now if you want to get a fashion internship. Step one, read carefully the job description and learn what are the skills required from that specific internship and job. Those are the skills that you need to focus on. Step two, learn Excel, because it's a skill required across many roles in the fashion industry. You will be tested during job interviews, so you want to get the job, so pass the job interview test. And you also want to be ready to contribute from day one. So be the one who is then going to get a promotion, get a raise in the salary and career prospect and more. And number three, build a portfolio. You need to prove the skills, you need to prove your knowledge, you need to show proof of what you can do. And this is something that you can show with a portfolio, not with your resume, not with your cover letter. And a portfolio is no longer just for credit roles. It's not just for fashion designers. It's not just for stylists. Even if you want to work in marketing, in buying, in merchandising, you can and you should build a portfolio if you want to get ahead of the competition and you want to go with the current hiring practices. You want to meet companies where they're looking for. And how do you build experience without experience? How do you show proof if you don't have experience yet? This is the reason why I launched the Fashion Internship Simulator, because you can just simulate the work that is done. Imagine that you're home and you're simulating the job that a PR, a marketing, a buyer, an editor, a stylist is doing. You're already practicing the skills, the task, the responsibilities from home. And out of these masterclasses, out of this simulation, then you can build a portfolio that you can submit with your resume, your cover letter, and companies are going to say, huh, okay, this girl, this boy already knows what the job is about, already practiced those tasks. So she or he is for sure ahead of someone who didn't do this work of like already simulating the internship. They will appreciate your knowledge, they will appreciate your initiative, they will appreciate your proactivity, and the fact that you're also up to date with the current hiring practices and that you're not just stuck with the whole traditional CV and cover letter document. You're doing something beyond. So yeah, remember that getting into fashion is not just about luck, it's not about connections. These things are things that you cannot control. And we want to be in control of your application. It's about being really prepared and ready for the industry. I know that you want to do that. You don't want shortcuts. You want to be prepared because you want to be successful once you're going to be inside the industry. You're not just trying to get one job or internship. You want to get an internship. You want to contribute to the industry. You want to be the next Coco Chanel of marketing, PR, styling, social media, editor, buying, merchandising, you name it. You want to be successful. So let's start preparing for that. I'm going to leave you in the description some resources that can help you with your career in fashion. My fashion internship simulator, my Excel for fashion course, everything is in the description. So I hope that this video was helpful. Let me know if you have questions, and I hope to see you inside one of my courses. Let's make your fashion dreams a reality.